Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the next topic, simple interest, from chapter 2. Before seeing what is simple interest, let's see what are all the terms we are going to use in simple interest. First term is the principal. The principal is suppose if you want to buy a loan, borrow a loan, or we are going to deposit the amount in the bank, that amount which you are going to borrow or the amount which you are going to deposit, that particular amount we called it as principal. That is the money borrowed or lent. The next term is the rate. Rate is the percentage of the principal paid every year. Every year at a certain percent you have to pay the principal. That percentage we called it as rate. And the third term we are going to see is the time. Time is nothing but the number of periods which we are going to deposit the money or the number of periods which we are going to borrow the money. That particular number of period we called it as time. These are the three main terms which we are going to use in simple interest. And the next things we can use in the bank, that is in the money, is interest. Interest is the additional money given by the borrower to use the principal for a certain period of time. That's additional money we call it as interest. If the interest is calculated the total time period for a same principal, then we call it as simple interest. That is calculating interest for the total time period for the same principal. That is the money which you are going to borrow or which you are going to deposit will not change for the certain period. That is for 2 years means the sum of the money is same. For 3 years also it's same. That principal will not change it for certain time period. Then that calculating interest we call it as simple interest. This simple interest can be calculated by using the formula principal into n. N is for number of periods, that is time. N into R is the rate of interest per year. That is P into N into R by 100, which can also be written as PNR by 100. After finding the principal, next we are going to find is the amount. Amount is nothing but the total amount which you are paid at the end of n years. That is principal plus interest. Amount can be calculated by principal plus interest. The amount which are paid at the end for n years. Using this simple interest and the formula to find the amount, we are going to solve the problems from exercise 2.4. First one, find the simple interest on rupees 35,000 at 9% per annum for 2 years. Here they are asked to find the simple interest for 35,000 at 9% per annum for 2 years. That is this 35,000 is a principal amount and 9% is the rate of interest and 2 years is the time duration, that is n is equal to 2 years. These three are given. Using these three, we are going to find out the simple interest. We know the formula for simple interest, I equal to PNR by 100. Substituting it for P, N and R, we get the answer as rupees 6,300. Therefore, rest is rupees 6,300. Next sum. Aravind borrowed a sum of rupees 8,000 from Akash at 7% per annum. Find the interest and amount to be paid at the end of 2 years. Here Aravind has borrowed the amount of 8,000. This 8,000 we can take it as the principal. That is P is equal to 8,000 from Akash at 7% per annum. This 7% is rate of interest per annum, rate of interest per year. That is R is equal to 7%. And you have to find out the interest and the amount has to be paid at the end of 2 years. That is the number of duration is given as n equal to 2 years. Using these three data, you have to find the interest and amount. Interest can be found out by the formula P into N into R by 100. Substituting it for P, R, N in R, we get the interest as rupees 1,120. Using this interest and the principal 8,000, you have to find the amount. Amount equal to principal plus I. That is 8,000 plus 1,120. We get the amount as rupees 9,120. Sheila had paid simple interest on a certain sum for 4 years at 9.5% per annum is rupees 21,280. Find the sum. Here, Sheila has paid the simple interest on certain sum. Certain sum means that is the principal. Principal is not given. So, you have to find the principal of this sum. It is given for 4 years. That is n is equal to 4 years at the rate of 9.5%. That is r equal to 9.5% is 21,280, which is the interest of the given sum. That is I equal to rupees 21,280. Using this n, r and I, first we are going to find out the principal. We know that simple interest I is equal to P into n into r by 100. P we don't know. P into n, instead of n you have to substitute 4 and r 9.5 by 100, which is the simple interest 21,280. When we are cross multiplying it, we get the principal P is equal to 21,280 by 100 divided by 38. After cancel it by the common factor, we get the final amount of the principal as 56,000. Therefore, the sum of money Sheila bought is rupees 56,000. In the next fourth sum, Basha borrowed rupees 8,500 from a bank at a particular rate of simple interest. After 3 years, he paid rupees 11,050 to settle his debt. At what rate of interest he borrowed the money? The amount Basha borrowed is rupees 8,500. That is the principal. P is equal to rupees 8,500. And he borrowed for 3 years. That is n is equal to 3 years. After 3 years, he paid 11,050 rupees. That is the total amount that is paid at the end of his debt. That is A is equal to rupees 11,050. Using these three data, you have to find out the rate of interest. To find out the rate of interest, we have to know the interest. For that, we are using the principal and amount. Using these two values, we are going to find out the interest. A is equal to P plus I. Substituting it for A and P, we get the value of I. That is I is equal to rupees 2,550. Using this interest and the principal and number of years, using these three, we are going to find out the rate of interest. For that, we are using the interest formula I is equal to PNR by 100. Substituting it for PN and the interest, we get R is equal to 2,550 by 85 into 3. When we cancel by the common factors, we get the rate of interest as 10%. Therefore, the rate of interest R is equal to 10%. Then the next sum, fifth one, in what time will rupees 16,500 amount to rupees 22,935 at 13% per annum? Here you have to find out the time. For that time, for the amount 16,500, in how many years that amount will goes to 22,935. That is P is equal to 16,500 and amount is given as 22,935 at the rate of interest is also given as 13%. In the same way as fourth sum, first you have to find out the interest using principal and the amount. We get the interest as rupees 6,435. After finding the interest, using that interest, you have to find the number of years. That is I equal to P N R by 100. Substituting for P is equal to 16,500 and the N is given as N into instead of R 13% by 100 is equal to 6,435. When you are cross multiplying, we get N equal to 6,435 by 165 into 13. When you cancel by the common factors, we get the number of years as 3 years. Let's see the next sum. A sum of rupees 48,000 was lent out at simple interest and at the end of 2 years and 3 months, the total amount was rupees 55,560. Find the rate of interest per year. This is also same as the fourth sum. You have to find out the rate of interest, but the number of years is given as 2 years and 3 months. 2 years plus 3 months. In 3 months means out of 12 months, they are calculated for 3. Therefore, we can write it as 3 by 12. 2 plus 1 by 4. You have to take the LCM and you add it. We get the number of years as 9 by 4 years. Using the principal 48,000 and n as the 9 by 4 years and amount 55,550. Using this rule, you have to find out the rate of interest. For find out the rate of interest, first you have to find out the interest by using the formula A equal to P plus I. Substituting it, we get the interest as rupees 7,560. Using this interest and the principal, we are going to find out the rate of interest, that is R, that is I equal to P into N into R by 100. Substituting it, we get R equal to 7,560 by 120 into 9. When we cancel by the common factors, we get 64 by 9 and we get it as a decimal point 7.09. This can be approximately written as 7%. Therefore, the rate of interest R is 7%. Let's see one more sum from this exercise. 8th one, a principal becomes rupees 17,000 at the rate of 12% in 3 years. Find the principal. The principal becomes rupees 17,000. That is, the amount is given. That is, A is equal to rupees 17,000 at the rate of 12%, means R is equal to 12% in 3 years. That is, N is equal to 3 years. Using these three, you have to find out the principal. To find out the principal, we have to know the interest. To find the interest, you are using the formula amount is equal to principal plus interest. Amount we know that 17,000. Principal we don't know, so we are taking that principal to be P plus I. From this we are finding the I is equal to 17,000 minus principal. Using this I, we are going to find out the principal by using the formula interest is equal to PNR by 100. Substituting I is equal to 17,000 minus P is equal to P into 12 into 3 by 100, where 12 is rate of interest and 3 is number of years. When we are multiplying this 12 into 3, 36p by 100, then in the next step we are moving this minus p to your right hand side, it becomes plus p. Then after in the next step we are taking the LCM and we are adding, we get 136p by 100, which is equal to 17,000. And in the next step we are moving 136 by 100 to your left hand side, it becomes 100 by 136. When we cancel it by the common factor, we get the total amount of P as 12,500. Therefore, the principal is rupees 12,500. Thank you.